Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is the 7th evening of April 2015, and these are my findings from the Japan weather for the day of the earthquake. This is after the earthquake. This weather is the weather I saved from that day, and I saved it because of this pattern here, this round pattern that's really important. When you see that round pattern at that size anywhere on the planet Earth, anywhere, when you see that round circle, and you won't see it as often as you used to see it, because they've kind of, I don't know, found some way to hide it or something. But it used to be in the weather constantly, and you still see it. I got a video up recently where it came up twice in one day at one time. Okay, so anyways, this is my findings. I overlaid this picture over a picture of the lunar south pole that was already overlaid months and months and months ago. I mean, a long time ago. Been building in the same place, and it's a reversed image of the lunar south pole, right? This is the lunar south pole. This is the Schrodinger crater, and I aligned it to the crater right here. Okay, I just put the circle inside the circle, just like that, right? And of course, I had to look at a couple other things. I could see like this curve right here. I had to go with that Japan right there a little bit, so it comes up to that point. And this over here, there's this crater with the line in it right here. See this crater with the line, it kind of curves up. You can see that line right there, and there's like this clear area. That's where that crater would go. This is all going to confirm itself. It just got to hang tight. It's going to confirm itself. All of it. It's going to go further than it needs. But you see there's a pattern there, right? Clearly see there's a pattern. Even right here where this pokes out right there, you can kind of see something right here similarly shaped, right? That's going to be important in a few minutes. So that's kind of there, and overall you can see the pattern here, right? If I line that up, you can see there's like a pattern right there. Okay, because we have to go further now. So next thing I did is I brought up this picture that I overlaid a long time ago, and it has nothing to do with these overlays. All I did was line this picture to the lunar south pole. That's it. All the other pictures are all stacked up right here from doing this for a long time. So I'm going to bring up another picture of the lunar south pole pattern. It's like a perfect print of the lunar south pole. This is the perfect lunar south pole print right here. I've showed this before in videos before. This is the perfect lunar south pole print. You see there's Schrodinger, right? And look at this area here. This is just like perfect. See what I'm saying? It's obviously the lunar south pole. I mean, that's like the most perfect print you'll ever see of the lunar south pole in the weather. That's a typhoon right there. See that? That's a typhoon, and you can look that up. The date was the 15th of September, right there, 2014. You can look that up. That's a typhoon, and that's why I say that crater is really important to the Earth, because it shaped that storm right there. You see that? Look at that whole thing overall. That is something else. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, well, if it's here by China, why would it be over there by Japan on the day of the earthquake? Probably thinking that. Well, that's something. The weather patterns move. It's kind of complicated. It gets a little complicated when you start looking into it that far, but I guess we need to do that, figure that out. But anyways, then I brought up this other picture, and this is, again, had nothing to do with this alignment. All I did was bring it up. I had no idea how it was going to fit, or if it was even going to fit, right? I had no idea. But since most of the other ones all fit, if I had this right, if this was in the right place with this picture, then this one would fit. I mean, it would just, I don't have to know how it's going to fit or anything. I'm just confident that it's going to fit, because if it's aligned right to this picture, it would fit. So that's what it is. I turned it on. No, Mare Oriental, reversed picture that was already set in place. Had nothing, like I said, I just bring it up. I had no idea what was going to happen when I did this. Okay, now you see that yellow dot and that yellow dot right in the middle. That's this right here and this right here. They're just a little bit off in the weather, but that's what that is right there. See that, and you can see that this is right in place. It's just the same curve. Everything's there, right there. And here is the claw print of mistakes. I guess that's in the song on a Sailor Moon. In a Sailor Moon musical, they say this land was covered with a claw print of mistakes. And it says, "Look into my eye. This is the source of my oath. Look into my eye. It's the source of this world." This is part of that. This is the source of a lot of our world. It shaped a lot of our world. This crater right here. Now check this out. This is what tripped me out when I seen this. This really was good. Right here, you see this that same spot that I was just talking about, where it has that fish head looking thing, like a mouth here and an eye, and it's peeking out from underneath that subduction there. Okay. Look at that right there. How that aligned. And then look at this line that comes up through here. That is just perfect. So I was like, okay, so that's good. That confirms that I'm in the right place with this one. That means that Japan picture is properly aligned to the lunar South Pole. That's exactly what that means. So that this picture right here just confirmed that I was in the right place with this one by that aligning, those two spots in the center that aligning. That confirms that this is in place, and it also confirms again for, I don't know, the 100th time that this one's in the right place, right? The Mare Oriental's in the right place, because I mean they confirmed each other just now by aligning that way. Okay, so now then I brought up some recent things that I did recently, and these were done before I ever brought this up. They were done like a day or a couple days before I even brought this picture up. So here they are, and then one was the Phoenix, and I overlaid the Phoenix down here. Let me turn this off and go turn the lunar South Pole off again. Phoenix, okay, so the Phoenix one I showed the other day, but I didn't show this part of it, I don't think. Okay, the Phoenix aligns right here in the ocean floor. Right here. I know you see it right here in Asia and everything, and it's not where I have it overlaid. I have it overlaid in the spot where it originated, I do believe, because you see this pattern right here. See that right there? Watch. Oh, I got something else. Hold on a second. Turn that off. I had no idea that was on. Okay. So here we go. Phoenix. And you see that area I'm talking about that kind of curves up and then has that square and then curves like this. Look at the ocean floor. See how it is? So it goes all the way back like that to this area. It fits right in there, and that makes it fit right. And you can see the rest of the shape right here. See the number 7 has that number 7 shape right there. Look. You can see that there, and you can see this kind of sweeps around. You can kind of see that here too. Right, see that where that is? It's a little bit over there, but I'm just saying it goes right here like this. I aligned this, anyways. I aligned this to this, and it confirmed itself. It confirmed itself as well. So I put that there like this, and now look at this picture over Japan. Now realize this is like the end of March. This picture was saved from the end of March. This Phoenix picture, right, was saved around the end of March. And I aligned, like I just said, I aligned it to the ocean floor. And now watch how it fits the Japan picture. Look at this pattern right here. This was also in March, the day of the earthquake, March 11th. Now look at that. Look at that wavy pattern. See the lines in the pattern right there. This is a lunar. You're going to see something in a minute. I'm not done yet confirming this. Just watch. Check it out. Look at that pattern in the Phoenix. See the wavy pattern? See how it aligns just right? And I had no idea that was going to happen. No idea. And look at this center. Look at the circular center there. Look. The same spot right in the center. Lined right up all on its own. See that? Isn't that something? But look at that. This is a March pattern too. But look where it is. It's in right by the Himalayas. India and Taiwan or whatever that is there. Not Taiwan. Thailand. See that? And see how it's very, I mean, it's the same shape and everything. Now watch this. Now when I did the Phoenix one, when I did this one, I mentioned when I first found it, I said it was Tycho, right? Well, here's the proper Tycho alignment for that right here. That's the proper Tycho alignment right there. This line right here, see this line that comes down from Tycho? Okay, that needs to be lined up right straight like this, because if you look over here, there's that straight line. See the straight line in the ocean floor? That's what creates a Tycho, and it goes straight up into this spot right here. Okay, so that's how I have that aligned, as you can see. Tycho goes straight up that line, right into that same spot. And then there's Tycho there. And then look at that pattern. Now watch this. Okay, I'm going to bring the Japan one back up, and these weren't aligned to each other whatsoever at all. I brought these up after I put the Japan one in place. I mean, these were already up. Then I put the Japan one in place. Okay, so then here's the Japan one over the top of this. And check it out. This is aligned on its own. You see this streak right here with the yellow right there? Check it out. Look at Tycho. See that? Look at that right there. You gonna tell me that's not the same thing? They aligned it. It aligned itself that way. And then look at the rest of the image. Look at the pattern. I mean, it is the same pattern, same shape. You see that? And that just falls right, that yellow is right there. I mean, it just came up like that. So they all confirm each other like that. And look where it puts Tycho. Right next to Japan. I mean, it's weird because it's right here next to Japan, but I just showed it to you in the Phoenix right there next to China. I know, but the weather patterns move. I'm telling you, that's the same pattern as you see in the Phoenix picture. It's the same pattern. Very similar to it anyway. You see how that is right there? Look. So you see what I'm saying? I hope you're not too confused over what I'm trying to show you here. And another thing I wanted to show, let me see. What was that? Oh, the Tycho one. The Tycho one, another confirmation on the Tycho one. Okay, so I had this in place, and then I overlaid this other one like a couple, I don't know, where was it? Nice. This was after I put this up, right? I put this up after, but I aligned this picture. Wait, turn off the Phoenix. I aligned this picture right here to this picture. Where's it at? Dark weather. Use dark weather. Where'd it go? This one. See how that is? I aligned this picture right here of North America to this picture. See how I got that aligned? And this is South America right here. So anyways, I aligned it to this picture. So it had nothing to do with this, with this Tycho alignment at all. But when I brought the two together, it confirmed the Tycho one also in the right place. Watch. See the curve right there? See that curve? That just falls right into place, all on its own. You can see the whole thing. So I mean, when it does that, it confirms it. So that must mean Tycho has something, something to do right in the center there too. I mean, or they hit the same place or something like that. It's confusing. It confuses me after a few minutes too. But it all goes together. These were not overlaid, lined together. They just fall together that way, confirming each one. And I mean, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say there, because it's important actually. See that pattern? Here, let me bring up the other one. Just maybe that one will work. You can see that one better. Japan. No, it's not as good. Not as good. This one's proper. You can see that? Same thing. And you can see this. You can see what they're trying to hide right here. You can see that see the weather. That weather's showing you what's right there on the moon. I'm telling you. So, anyways, let me see. There was another thing, maybe. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this one too. This one that I just showed you, USA. I want to show you this one inside of the black hole. I think See how this is over here? The Sierras in this shape. This like watch right here. In the black hole. See that? It's the same thing. And look at Mexico and all that right here. This is awesome right here. This Mexico and the Yucatan. Look at the Yucatan down there. See how the Gulf? It's like flowing right out of the United States. Mexico just kind of flows that way. That's the same print right there. All of North America fitting right in that hole, just like I showed earlier in the video. Same place. This one's a little better alignment though, I think. Okay, well that's it. I'm telling you, the moon is the thing to watch, people. People keep saying it's the sun and all. It's the sun and the moon. If you try this. If you have like a compass that's inside of a ball, the ones that float inside the water, like that. Like think of that as like the Earth inside. It's in space as it's floating around inside that bubble, right? And then take a magnet, a strong magnet, and go up and just spin it. You can manipulate the compass. You can flip the whole compass over with the magnet, just like you're going to flip the poles on the Earth. It's kind of interesting. You never really. I mean, it's one thing to have a flat compass. Those ones will spin around too, but one of the other kind inside the little bubble. That's just like the Earth in space. You can take it with the moon being magnetic and bigger than they say, which it is. Come on, it is. You've seen that the proof is all over the planet. So just take a magnet and do that. You can flip the whole thing over with a magnet, the whole planet. So it has something to do with that. The poles flipping or something close to the Earth is what makes the poles flip. And I mean, the moon is stable. Stabilizes the Earth. I think it's what keeps the Earth spinning. Actually, something does. It has something to do with the moon. There's no doubt about that. Have a good day.